Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Somewhere between science and superstition.
We have such sights to show you.
Strange Eons. Welcome to Strange Eons Radio, a very special short Eons episode. That's Eric Morgard over there.
Howdy.
That's Vanessa Williams over there.
Hello.
I'm Kelly Young. The point of these episodes are to give you guys some extra options while you're sitting around wondering what to do, stuck at home. And so we'll take a little break. We'll come right back with our picks for this week.
What makes a classic family game? Sometimes it's playing a game a whole new way, like Toss Across. And sometimes it's creating something nobody thought possible, like the Mousetrap. Toss Across is tic-tac-toe played the three-dimensional way. 3 in a row is all you need.
Oh, Robert did it!
Meanwhile, Mousetrap makes catching a mouse a wild and wacky adventure for your family.
Mousetrap!
Toss Across and Mousetrap, 2 classic family games from Ideal.
And we're back. Okay, you guys, I've got something really cool that everybody is going to want to tune into. On April 30th and May 1st, the National Theater is showing their version of the Frankenstein play that they did with Benedict Cumberbatch and Johnny Lee Miller.
I have beaten death. I made a living thing.
Benedict Cumberbatch and Johnny Lee Miller in this electrifying stage production.
I will not rest until I desolate your hearts.
Frankenstein, directed by Danny Boyle.
And they're showing it over 2 days. April 30th and May 1st is going to be like the big reveal of it, and then they're showing it for a week. All of this is free on YouTube, but it's only going to be a week long. It starts April 30th and May 1st. And the reason those are 2 dates is because if you were familiar with the way Danny Boyle did this Frankenstein thing, it was over 2 nights. Benedict Cumberbatch plays Victor Frankenstein on one night, and then on the other night he plays the monster. And so the guy who's playing the monster, Johnny Lee Miller, he plays Frankenstein on the other night. So I'm super excited about this. I loved the idea when I heard it, and I've never been able to see anything. So April 30th, May 1st, YouTube, Frankenstein.
When I was working the SIF front desk for a little while, this came out. This particular one was released to the theater chains. Wow, was it a hit. Holy crap, sold out shows for all of them.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I remember it did show in theaters over 2 nights, and I tried to get tickets, and it was like just impossible. So
yeah, I've been wanting to see this. I think it actually, I wonder if it came out while I was living in England, but I remember I've been wanting to see this for freaking ever. And
Nice.
I will point out, fun little thing, they both play Sherlock Holmes on TV shows.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, I guess Johnny Lee Miller and Benedict Cumberbatch had a little talk about it because BBC's Sherlock came out first, and then I can't remember what the other one's called, if it's Holmes or God knows what, the terrible American one. And so they're a little are you just copying me now? What's going on here?
Nice.
Was it Elementary? Was that the
Elementary?
other one?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Like to go next?
Sure. Yeah. So I would like to recommend for this week, check out, it's finally upon us. Joe Bob's Last DriveIn show season 2 has just started.
I'm Joe Bob Briggs, and I'm proud to announce that we are back. The Last Drive-In, Fridays at 9, starting April 24th, only on Shudder. People always say to me, Joe Bob, it's embarrassing. How do I describe The Last Drive-In to my parole officer? Well, here's what I tell mine. We show some new movies, some old movies, some classic movies, some cult movies, some weird foreign movies, some obscure movies, pairing them up in double features that sometimes challenge logic and sanity.
Garbage day!
Then drill down into the heart of those movies by ferreting out background on the filmmakers, background on the way the movies are produced, produce, and we count the number of dead bodies, and sometimes we dance and or sing, and we drink beer and have a lizard named Ernie. And doing all this by interrupting each movie for commercial breaks, even though we don't have any commercials, and inviting guests who sometimes are in the movies and read mail from you, the viewers, brought to us by the voluptuous mail girl, building up the horror community and making them realize,
Great movie, huh?
that the drive-in will never die. So say that, pee in a cup, and join us Friday, April the 24th for the Last Drive-In on Shudder.
So it started on Friday night. It will be on every Friday. I don't know how many weeks they're going to go. I can't really remember how many times they did last season, if it was 6 or 8 or what. But it's a double feature. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's super fun. I mean, he's an encyclopedia of knowledge, and he just... he has weird random rants, which are hilarious. He'll go on about like public transport or cell phones or like just really random stuff, but also then knows like he's been in the circuit of small indie, low budget horror for so long that he either knows the people or knows their life story. He knows things inside and out. He's been writing articles for a long time, kind of as this persona of Joe Bob. It's just a super fun show. I actually did bail during Blood-Sucking Freaks because that was not a movie for me.
Yes.
However, after they play live each Friday, Pacific time, 6, Eastern time, 9. After they play live, they are usually then put on Shudder so you can watch them later. So I'm just going to fast forward through the film and watch his little bits explaining things.
So it's on Shudder. Is it? You said that they put it on Shudder afterwards, but
yes,
it shows
live
on Shudder, right?
So Shudder has like 3 channels where at any time when you log in, you can just put on like Shudder Thrills or like serial killers or whatever, and they have like 3 ongoing channels that are constantly streaming live streaming content. So if you just don't know what you want to pick but you want to watch a horror film, you can just choose one of those 3. So for this time slot, they just put on their main channel Joe Bob live streaming.
Okay.
Yeah, the first time they did it, they actually broke the internet. Like Joe Bob did not think anyone was going to watch it. He thought it was a stupid idea. He was like, they already kicked me off TNT. Like, I don't know what the heck you think is going to happen here, but you guys are dumb. If you really want me, fine, I'll come for an episode. And that's why it's called Last Drive-In Show. It's going to be his last ever one. He did Friday the 13th, 13 films. It broke Shudder. So many people signed up and logged on that it was just constantly coming and going, because they were only going to have the one live stream. They were never going to put it on the site. That was going to be it. And then they had to put it on the site because they're like, everybody's, really excited about this. And then they talked him into doing special holiday episodes and now this Last Drive-In series. So there's a lot of great content with him on there. It's introduced me to a ton of films that I would never have otherwise seen. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It's a great way to have something to look forward to in the week.
No, just a movie here. Sorry. One and done. We'll watch it again. What I think is one of Clive Barker's more underrated films is 1995 Lord of Illusions.
Where do I sign up? People are dying here. I want to know why. I've heard a name. Somebody they talk about in whispers. Who? Nix. Nix is dead and buried. What the hell is wrong with you people? Haven't you seen enough to know that doesn't matter? I don't want him getting in the way. We've all waited too long to have the homecoming spoiled.
The dark side. Don't like that.
Not much.
It's your destiny. Accept it.
You could get into people's heads, make them see things. Terrible things.
See, that's his best trick. No illusions, just the truth.
Nix is back from the dead? Then he is some kind of a god.
It's different from him. It's a little more straightforward. We watched Cast a Deadly Spell. This would probably pair quite well in a night at the same time because it's kind of a hard-boiled detective story along those same lines. On Amazon, and the Rotten Tomatoes got it 61 critics, 52 audience, which probably a little low for the audience, but critics, maybe not too far off. It's a strange film. It's got a good cast, though. Scott Bakula is in the lead.
Yes.
Who you probably know from Quantum Leap, Star Trek Enterprise, or Where Actors Go to Retire, NCIS.
Oh, sure.
Working on.
I didn't even realize he was on that.
He's like the lead guy in the New Orleans version.
Sure. That makes so much sense.
Daniel von Bargen was Philadelphia, Malcolm in the Middle, The Faculty, the remake. Susan Treiler, who's in Heat, and A River Runs Through It. The idea is that a private detective gets more than he bargains for, as I read somebody's description of it, when he encounters Philip Swan, a performer whose amazing illusions captivate the world, but they're not really what you think. This has some amazing visuals. It's a really interesting story. It's fun to watch, partially because I like watching Scott Bakula and whatever he wants to do. And I think Clive Barker, everybody knows he's an inventive horror mastermind. And I just think this is really, really left in the wayside from his film collection, film catalog. So if you haven't seen it, or if you watched it one time, you thought, that's all right, go check it out again, because it's much better than you remember.
Cool.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I actually didn't know very much about it. I think that there was a couple of on Shout Factory or something, they did like a special release of it, because I can see the picture in my head.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Let me turn around. See if I have that.
Are we going to get a bird landing on you, Vanessa?
It came very close. Very close. They're rooting for it.
We got to figure that out someday.
Yeah, it's because I'm low. I'm sitting on the floor. If I was on the couch, he'd land on my head. He's not quite sure how to get to me. He wants it, and he loves my hair. He loves just chewing on it, but not right now.
A higher chair.
I know. I need to be sat up higher, but then the lighting gets all messed up. Lord of Illusion. So I've been wanting to see that forever, and just because of the box art, I didn't know anything about Scott Bakula or that it was written by Clive Barker. So I'm sold. It sounds amazing.
Cool. Yeah, it's good. It's on Amazon now. If you know. A sidebar, I'm going to pop in real quick, because if you live in the Seattle area, Scarecrow Video now does full rental by mail. They used to do return by mail, so you can rent the movie and return it by mail, but now you can rent it, send it to you, you return it. I don't know how big their delivery area is. If you are in the area, I would definitely take advantage of that.
Very cool.
Okay, everybody, that's it for this short Eons episode. We'll be back with a full regular episode in just a couple of days, so see you then. Our podcast is recorded at Eric's house, and Vanessa's house, and Kelly's house, and is engineered and edited by Eric Morgret. Our theme music is Strange Eons Part 1 by the band Nightshade, and is used with permission. Find Strange Eons Radio on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever fine podcasts are found.